guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. So I thought I'd run through the plans for the reading week, potentially. I know what I'm reading today, but I do kind of have a plan for the week. So I am currently in the middle of An Ember in the Ashes. I started this last week on Saturday, I believe. I started listening to it as an audiobook and I am 307 pages in, so I'm hoping I could potentially finish this before the end of the month. I am kind of reading this as well as listening to it at the same time, just because I really like the narrator who narrates this. It's in two different POVs, so we have a female narrator and a male narrator, and I just quite like that. So I think I'm going to carry on with listening to it as well as, like, you know, following along with the words. But the plan for after this, I got sent a book. I want to say it was last week sometime. It will be in last week's reading vlog, so if you haven't checked that out, you can go and check that up above. But I got sent Long Live Evil by Sarah Rees Brennan, and ever since I got sent it, I've been thinking about it and I'm just desperate to kind of dive into it. I've already done my May TBR, so I know what I'm reading, and obviously this is not on it, so I'm already straying from the path a little bit, but it just sounds so good. So I'll quickly read the blurb for you just so you've got an idea of what it is. So this is a tale for anyone who's ever fallen for the villain. Need I say more? But we'll move on. When her whole life collapsed, Ray still had books. Dying, she seizes a second chance at living, a magical bargain that lets her enter the world of her favourite fantasy series. She wakes in a castle on the edge of a hellish chasm, home to her favourite fictional character, the once and forever Emperor. He's impossibly alluring as only fiction can be. However, in this fantasy world she discovers she's not the heroine, but the villainess in the Emperor's tale. Time to assemble a rogues gallery of villains and hatch an evil plot. It is blurbed by Lee Bardugo, it is blurbed by Holly Black. I am just desperate to give this a try, and I popped a picture on my Instagram stories of just saying thank you to Orbit for sending this to me, and now Sarah Rees Brennan actually follows me, so I'm dying to like read it and like DM her to just say like what a brilliant book this is, because I get the feeling this is going to be one of those books that's just incredible. So I really want to get to this, so I'm kind of hoping to like finish this one sometime soon. I'm working today, but I am off tomorrow, so if I know I'm not going to finish it today because I think it still says I've got like over 2 hours left on the audiobook, but that's not going to happen today, but I could definitely finish it tomorrow. And then I want to say is Wednesday the 1st, which would be perfect for starting this. So they're the reading plans for at least the next couple days, so I'm hoping to finish this just so I can start this. I am still in the middle of Empire of the Vampire, and I don't know if I'm going to pick that up. It is on my audiobook app, so I don't know whether to kind of stop annotating it and maybe just listen to it, and then I can always go back to annotating it at some point. I think that's what's slowing me down, and that could be why I don't really fancy picking it up. So yeah, that's kind of the vibe for the week, so we're just gonna see how it goes. So I need to head off and get ready for work, but I really hope you enjoy this weekly reading vlog. Didn't read as much as I wanted to on my lunch today. I can't remember what page I was on, but I want to say I read a few chapters, so it wasn't too bad. I'm now on page 344, which is chapter 39. I didn't listen to this though, I did read it physically just because there was people in Goods Inn where I was having my lunch, and I just felt a bit rude because I forgot to take my headphones, and I just, yeah, felt a bit rude if I had my speakerphone just playing an audiobook like near the end. So I physically read it, but I didn't have much time to read because I had to go and pick up some bits from Superdrug. So hopefully I can sit and dedicate some time either later today or tomorrow to hopefully finish this. But I did pick up some books while I was at work because, you know, why not? I've been off for a few days, so I might as well treat myself. So I mean, it's a whole bag, but there's not really much in here really. So in here I've got a Jellycat, I've got 2 books that I bought as well as 2 books that were sent to me. So we will go through everything first, but obviously what's on top is this guy. He is just absolutely adorable. He is the Jellycat sandwich, and the minute I saw him at work, I needed him because I have the taco, and I was kind of deciding between this and the taco at Mooch the other day, and the fact that we got these in, I literally made the right decision because I now have both and I don't regret anything. I just think he's adorable. I definitely have an obsession with Jellycats currently because we got some newer ones in today, and I was kind of umming and ahhing about whether to get them, and I think Liam's kind of convinced me that I need them, so whether I go and get them, we'll see. But he's just so cute. So let's put him on the other side. He can just kind of sit there for the rest of this part, but I just love him. So we got him. I haven't got a name for him, but I just love him. And then I picked up 2 books as well. They've been in the cupboard for a while, so I thought I'd actually pay for them. So the first one is Burning Crowns. This is the 3rd book in the series. This is the final book. I haven't read the other 2, but I mean, we got the special edition sprayed edges, so I thought I would pick it up just because it's pretty. So I can potentially start this series now because I know it is finished. And oh, I didn't realise it's signed as well. Oh, how cool. I just thought it was sprays, but it's actually signed by them as well. Oh my gosh, I never knew. So I picked up this. Sorry if the camera angle has changed slightly. The battery was dead and it was flashing at me, so yeah. Anyway, I picked up this, and then the other book I picked up was Rule of the Aurora King. Now the first one is Trial of the Sun Queen, and I think I read this on my Kindle, but I do own the physical copy as well, and I really enjoyed it. And this is the 2nd book in the series, so I thought I would pick this up because I did really enjoy that one. And apparently I think as if you're fans of ACOTAR and like the Hunger Games, you would quite like this series. I don't know if this is like, if it's just a duology or whether there's more in the series. I think it could potentially be a trilogy, but don't quote me on it. So I thought I'd pick this up because yeah, it was just good, and I just really liked it, so I thought I could then give the 2nd book a go. And in here as well I have some bookmarks. I got sent the Claire McIntosh A Game of Lies book last week through WH Smith, I want to say, and we had free bookmarks at work, so I thought I'd pick up that. And then we have a bookmark for The Anxious Generation. I don't own the book, but it's a little astronaut and I couldn't say no because he's cute, so free bookmarks. So they're the books that I bought myself, and then I've got 2 books from Hachette that have been sent to me. So again, I don't actually know what has been sent, and it doesn't say, I don't think, so we're just gonna open them randomly and see what we've got, which is rather exciting. It's not bad for a Monday to have some book mail. So it is a paperback. Oh, so I don't know if I remember requesting this. I could have done. So Cressida Cowell, she wrote the How to Train Your Dragon series. Now I haven't read that series. It is a 9 to 12 series, but I adore the films. They're like one of the best films I've ever seen because I just love Toothless. Now she actually wrote another series. I'm not too sure what the series is called, but this is the 1st book I want to say, which is Which Way to Anywhere. Now I don't remember requesting this, but I mean I'm probably still going to read it at some point because it's got pictures in. I mean what's not to love? I don't know if this is more like fantasy than like just dragons, but like I said, I really like the How to Train Your Dragon films. Maybe I should get around to the series, but the series is like 12 books long or something like that. But I mean, I think it'll be a fun time. So thank you to Hachette for sending this to me. And then the 2nd book that we have, which again, I have no idea what it could be. So let's just quickly open it up. So this is a large, probably trade paperback. See, I don't remember asking for this, so maybe I didn't ask for that because I don't remember asking for this. So this is The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store by James McBride. He is a winner of the National Book Award and a 1 million copy bestseller, which is very good for him, but I do not recognise the title. I don't recognise the author, so I don't think this is ones I've requested. I think they have just randomly sent me these, which is, you know, I'm not complaining. But it's blurbed by Anne Patchett as well as Bonnie Garmus, who's the author of Lessons in Chemistry, and I did enjoy that book, so I mean, I kind of trust her opinion. And it says, in 1972, when workers in Pottstown, Pennsylvania were digging the foundations for a new development, the last thing they expected to find was a skeleton at the bottom of a well. Who the skeleton was and how it got there were two of the long-held secrets kept by the residents of Chicken Hill, the neighborhood where immigrant Jews and African Americans lived side by side and shared ambitions and sorrows. As the character stories overlap and deepen, it becomes clear how much the people who live on the margins struggle and what they must do to survive. When the truth is finally revealed about what happened on Chicken Hill, McBride shows us that even in dark times, it is love and community, heaven and earth, that sustain us. So it sounds like a very moving sort of story. I feel like it's one that you could potentially cry at. But it doesn't ring a bell, so I don't think it's one that I've asked for. But I appreciate being sent it. So again, thank you to Hachette for sending this to me. I don't think it's one that I would normally gravitate to, but I think that's kind of why I like when you get sent books, because it gives you the chance to read them. Because if I went to a bookstore, I probably would never pick this up. But because I have it, I will probably read it. So yeah, I'm excited to give it a go. I'll probably have to check my emails just to see, but I don't remember requesting it, so yeah, that's all the updates that I have for you at the moment. Liam's gone out to meet his dad, so I think I'm going to cook some dinner and just kind of chill out for the evening. I'm not at work tomorrow, which is quite handy, but I have really hurt my foot on the run this morning, so I had to get one of those ankle supports to kind of help me during my day-to-day, which kind of sucks a little bit because I kind of get the feeling that I probably can't go for a run until my ankle is better, but I'm really enjoying running at the minute. So it's kind of like, I don't want to keep going and exercising if it's going to make it worse, because I mean, it was tough to walk today. I'm on my feet all day, which probably wasn't ideal, but I mean, that's just the job that I'm in. So yeah, I think I'm just going to cook some dinner, just rest for tonight, keep the ankle strap on, and then we'll kind of see how we go tomorrow, because I'm trying to go for a run every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and I'm using the Runner app to kind of build up my stamina and stuff like that, and I just don't know if I'm going to be able to go on Wednesday, which kind of sucks, but I mean, yeah, we'll just see how it goes. So yeah, I've said this like 3 times, but I'm going to go and make some dinner and just chill out for the evening. I will let you know if I read any more, and if not, then I will probably speak to you tomorrow. A bit of background noise just because the washing machine is on. It's rather loud, but there's nothing I can really do about that, so we're just going to make this part really quick. But I have literally just finished An Ember in the Ashes, and I think this was an absolutely great book. It definitely ends on a cliffhanger, which I thought it would. I think it kind of lines up perfectly, ready for the next one. Whoever read this and then had to wait for the next one to come out, I mean, I'm sorry for you, because there's no way I could wait to then read the next one. I don't own the next one. I don't own the rest in the series, so I do think it's one that I do want to pick up and carry on, because I have read this quite quickly. This is kind of getting me out of my slump, I feel like, because I do then want to now pick up Long Live Evil, because I am really, really excited about this. And again, I think this is a good one to kind of continue on with, to kind of carry on getting me out of my slump. So I'm hoping I can at least start this today. It is the last day of the month, so there's no way I'm going to finish this in time, obviously, but I'm happy to kind of drag this over for May, and I'm just hoping I'm really going to enjoy it because it just sounds incredible. So yeah, I think I'm going to spend a little bit of time and start this. It is a really nice sunny day. I don't know if it's warm out. I haven't opened a window, I haven't opened the door yet, but it is a really nice day. So hopefully when Liam takes Nova out for a walk, I might go and join them. My foot is like really killing me. I'm trying to rest it, but it's just really annoying me because it's my foot. I'm on my feet all day, and not being able to walk properly is just a horrible feeling. But on that note, I think we are going to go out tonight because I think we're going to go to Up and Running and get our gait analysis so we can kind of look at getting the perfect shoes, because I think partly why my foot is in so much pain is because I'm not in the right running shoes, and I don't think it's got the right support for me. So I think I'm just going to kind of power through and get that done, because in my head, if I get that done now, I can look at getting some trainers ready for when I'm feeling better, because the last thing I want is to rest up, feel better, start going out on a run again with the trainers that I already have, and then we're just back to square one. I think I need to kind of power through, because you do have to run on a treadmill for a bit for them to like record the back of your feet to kind of figure out how you run, and then you're going to try trainers on, and then you go back on the treadmill again. So I think I just need to kind of suck up the pain a little bit to just get through that, and then I can just look at resting my foot a little bit. So I think we're going to do that later today, so I'm really excited about doing that. So obviously I will try and take you along, see what we get up to, because they do have a whole shop there and could probably do with more running gear as it is. And they have the Solomon vest that I want, which is like over £100. But I mean, I want to see, at least I should be able to see it in person to just see if it's worth it or not. So we could be spending some money, we'll see. But yeah, so I'm gonna go start this, I think, and then I might just sit and read this for a little bit before we take Nova out for a walk, and then God knows what I'll do this afternoon. But I kind of don't want to do anything because I do want to kind of rest my foot a little bit for the day, at least until we go out later. So yeah, I'm gonna go and do a bit of reading, and I will speak to you later. Morning guys, happy Wednesday. I believe I've got all my days mixed up, but I'm just in the car. I need to get to work, but I just thought I'd quickly update you because I did start Long Live Evil last night, or yesterday afternoon. I think I only read like 2 or 3 chapters, but I am really enjoying it. You basically just dive straight into the action and straight into the story, basically. The first chapter, you kind of get a bit of background information on her, and then at the end of that chapter, she is accepted, yes, she's going to go to this new fantasy world. She needs to save a flower or something, or transport a flower somewhere, and then if she can do that, then she's going to wake up and be absolutely fine, cancer free. And if she doesn't do that, she's never going to wake again. So I assume while she's doing this, her real self is like in a coma or something. But it is really good and I am really enjoying it. So I have brought that to work with me today to kind of carry on reading that. And then last night we did go and get our gait analysis. Liam didn't get his done, but I did get mine. My feet are sore today though, my ankles, so it wasn't a great thing to do, but at least I now know. So I just need to look at getting some shoes. They had the shoes that I wanted, but they didn't have the colour I wanted. So I need to have a look and see if I can find them in the colour that I want. It's a mint colour. I will add a picture to the screen so you can kind of see the shoe that I want. It's an Asics Nimbus
26, I want to say, in the mint colour. They're very popular at the minute, but I did try them on and went running in them, and they're so comfortable. It's like walking on a cloud. So I think they're the ones I'm going to go for, and then I'm hoping I can get them sometime soon, ready for when I start back up running again. So hopefully, I'm really hoping to start next week. If I just fully rest and just don't run, I'm hoping it'll be okay. Because yesterday my feet were feeling better and I had rested during the day, but obviously having to run on the treadmill a few times, it's kind of messed it up a bit. So I think I just need to calm down and just stop pushing myself too much now. So yeah, I've brought my ankle strap support with me to work just in case I need that, but I have got somewhat comfier shoes on, so hopefully all's gonna be okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go, but I just thought I'd quickly update you. So I have started reading. Hopefully I can read a bit more tonight as well, but I am really enjoying it. So yeah, I'm gonna head off and I will speak to you later.
If you're going to hear my dog panting, Liam and Nova just come back from a run, so she's really tired, but she's laying right by my feet, so I can't really block that out. So if you do hear panting, that's just Nova because she's tired. So I've just got back from work and I thought I'd quickly update you on how much I've read, and I haven't actually read much. I'm now on page 59, which is chapter 5, so I think I only read like 3 chapters, but I tend to be quite slow at reading a fantasy book when I first get into it, just because of the world building, getting used to the writing style and things like that, but I am really enjoying it. I am kind of surprised at how quickly Ray has fallen into being the villainess. I thought, you know, a few more chapters, R-ing, but I suppose she's kind of on death row at the minute. If she doesn't do anything, they're going to hang her, or at least, you know, the character that she is, they're going to hang her. But she's already gathered her group of villains together, so it's a bit like, you know, it's very fast paced, but I am enjoying it, so hopefully I can read a little bit more of this tonight. But I did pick up some bits while I was at work again today, and I have this giant Waterstones bag to put it in, just because the 3 things that I bought are rather large and they're not books, and they may be jellycats, because I have an obsession. And I said to Liam, after this, no more jellycats for a while. So the one that I actually picked up for him, because Liam said he wanted it, was the football. So this is just an amusable jellycat football, and he saw it in my vlog, because I think I just forgot to tell him about it, and he saw it and was like, why have you never told me about this? And I thought, well, you know, it's a cuddly toy. I didn't think you were that big on cuddly toys, and so I had to get this for him because he obviously really likes football and he needed it, so that's going to sit in the office on a shelf. But he's so cute and so round, so we have him. And then the next 2 we have are my ones, and I couldn't leave them at work. So we've got the popcorn and we've got the bowl of ramen. Now I have no idea where these are going to go. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but they are just so cute. I love the popcorn because it's kind of like a corduroy sort of material, and then this is really like soft and fluffy, and then this is just like loads, again, corduroy. You've got the little chopsticks, you've got some eggs, and he's just, I just have a problem, clearly, but they're just adorable. Let me add the football and we can have a group. They're just so cute. I just don't know what to do. They're just, I just love them. So yeah, these were my purchases today, and I'm not mad about it. So I'm gonna find a place for these. They're kind of sticking around on my bookshelves recently, which I do quite like. I've got quite a lot at the top of my bookshelf, but I think I might just scatter some like onto my other bookshelves as well. So I will show you where I put them later, but yeah, obsessed. And then in other news, I do actually have a book to open. This turned up at work for me. It's from Elliot and Thompson, and I don't recognise the publisher or the brand or anything, so I'm kind of excited to see what this is. It feels like a hardback as well. It looks like a hardback as well, but I don't actually know what it could be. Ooh. So there's nothing in there, and it's Infinite Life, a revolutionary story of eggs, evolution, and life on Earth. Now I don't think I've asked for this because this doesn't ring a bell, because this is clearly non-fiction, and I'm not the biggest non-fiction fan. I do like non-fiction every now and then, but it's not the be all and end all with me. So on the back it says, each animal on the planet owes its existence to one very simple but crucial piece of evolutionary engineering, the egg. It's time to tell a new story of life on Earth. Now there's a lot of well-known authors that have blurbed it, which seems really cool. So it's different. It's definitely something that I would potentially look at. I do like the idea of reading about animals and how we change and evolution and all that sort of jazz. So I mean, it sounds pretty good, and I feel like it's going to cover a lot. It's not just animals, it will cover like humans as well. So I mean, it sounds really interesting. So that is the cover of it. It's very cool as well. I quite like the blue contrast on the black, but yeah, very exciting. I don't know if I'm going to get to this anytime soon, but it's definitely intrigued me, so I definitely want to do a bit more research and find out a little bit more about it. So it looks like Elliot and Thompson is the publisher by the looks of it. I've never heard of them, so it must be somewhat new. So yeah, very exciting. So thank you very much for sending this to me. I will add it to my non-fiction section of my shelf. So that is all the updates that I have for you. Hopefully I can do a bit more reading tonight. I am quite hungry, so I need to look at doing some dinner. I fancy a cup of tea. I just want to sit down and just read. I haven't read, like just sat and read in the evening for so long, I feel like. But I know, like with dinner, I don't like reading and eating because I don't, if I'm using my hands or something, do you know, it's like balancing everything. I don't like doing that. So I end up putting a film or a series on, and then I just sit and watch that and just scroll on my phone endlessly. So we'll actually see how much reading we do. Hopefully it's some, maybe not a lot, but some I'd be happy with. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that, settle in for the evening, and I will speak to you later with any updates. So I've just got back home. I was able to leave work a little bit earlier today because I managed to get a quick doctor's appointment about my ankle, and just like I thought, it was a waste of time because there's nothing they can do. They just think it's going to get better in a few weeks. And I'm just like, a few weeks of not being able to walk properly, I'm like so annoyed, and I'm just like, yeah, it's just not what I wanted. I kind of wanted something to be wrong, so then there's a way to fix it, and there's not. So yeah, that's just, yeah, that's how my day's going. So we're just gonna move on. So I read more of Long Live Evil while I was on my lunch today. I'm now up to chapter 9, which is page 100. So I read about 50-ish pages on my lunch, so you know, it wasn't as much as I normally do, but I am still kind of getting into the story. But I am really enjoying this. There was a bit of a twist with one of the characters, and we've found out that one of the characters is from the real world as well. He's kind of been brought in as well, but he's been there for a few years. He kind of missed his opportunity to find this magical flower and get back to his real life, and he quite likes the life that he's created in the book because he's actually changed the story from when he knew the story, like 5 years ago. It's now changed, and he's then like turned into a villain in the story. But that twist was just like, oh my god, like, I literally sat up and just carried on diving into it. Like it was so good. So I am definitely really enjoying this, so I can't wait to carry on with this. Liam's watching the football tonight. He texted me saying that it was on, so I think that's like the perfect excuse for me to just carry on reading this. I'm really excited for that. And then in other news, I did get book mail today as well. So I ended up getting 3 parcels, which is just incredible. They're all from Hachette, so we have no idea what they are, what's going on. So we're just going to open them randomly like we always do and see what fun things are inside. But after the news of like the doctors, oh for God's sake, it's just rubbish. After the news of the doctors, you know, when you're just like, I need books. 3 books are better. So 3 free books is even better. What a tongue twister. So let's just see. Oh, I'm so excited about this one. I asked for this and I didn't think I was going to get this because I saw so many people get this already in little like cute PR boxes, and I just needed it. So this is the Honey Witch from what I know, this could be a debut, but I'm not too sure. But it says, the honey witch is cursed to never find true love, but when she meets a woman who doesn't believe in magic, she dares to hope for more. Yes, it is a debut. It is an unmissable tale of sweet magic and love overcoming all. But I mean, I'm drawn to the cover as it is. It is a stunning cover. I don't actually know what this is about. I never did any sort of research or anything. I just saw the cover, I saw people getting it, and I was like, this is a book I need. So I'm so glad I've got this. It sounds quite cozy. I mean, it looks cozy as well, but honestly, it's just incredible. I'm so happy for this. So thank you very much to Hachette for sending me that. That's like, oh, I'm probably not even bothered by what's in the rest of these, because that is just like one of the best. So let's see what is in here. It is a paperback, and it is Filthy Rich Vampire, which just sounds like it's full of smut, pretty much. I mean, it looks like the type of book that's full of smut. It says, I am yours, all of me, my body, my blood. You can have both. You can have everything. Oh, see, I've been really getting into like my cowboy romances, but I kind of want to go back to fantasy, and I think just a smutty fantasy book is kind of what I need as well. And I've got no idea what this is about. I'm hoping it's got some filthy rich vampires in it, but I'm just so excited. I mean, yeah, filthy rich vampires. What more could you possibly want? So that was the second one. On to the last one. I mean, we're having a better day now. Now we have this. And this, I think this is a non-fiction book, I'm pretty sure. So this is Pathways by Katie Ward. The cover is very like blurred. I don't know if it's meant to be or not. Or is it non-fiction? Yeah, it has to be non-fiction with that sort of contents page. So this is a touching new novel about human connections. So Cara, or maybe it's not, because that's not. Cara is a dedicated neuroscientist with a research post at Cambridge, and Heather is her almost stepdaughter drifting towards the end of school, trying to picture a future that fits her. Paul is Cara's partner and Heather's father, and when he suddenly disappears with no explanation, these two very different women, legally and biologically unrelated, need to figure out their place in each other's life. It's set in Cambridge and Las Vegas, each place in its way as artificial as the others. Pathways is about connections forged and connections failed, and how people struggle to understand themselves and each other. A novel of both the heart and the head, it is perceptive, weary, and unexpectedly moving. A love story of deep originality and intelligence. So maybe it's not non-fiction, maybe it is fiction, but that just sounds really cool and interesting, and I quite like the cover of it as well. So very different to like these sort of books, but again, like, I'm really excited about this. So thank you to Hachette for all your kind books today. It's definitely needed to brighten up my day, and hopefully I can get some really good reading done as well, fingers crossed. So yes, I think a cup of tea is in order. I want to sit down and not move and just rest. I might get a bag of ice to stick on my ankle just for the sake of it. And yeah, I don't actually think I updated you last night either. I'm trying to think. I didn't, and I think I was supposed to update you this morning, and that didn't happen. And then I was going to update you in the car before I went to work, but then I was running late for work. It's literally been one of those days. So I'm pretty sure I said yesterday about reading yesterday afternoon or evening, and that didn't happen. I mean, I'm pretty sure there was no B-roll. I'm pretty sure from after that clip goes straight to today. So yeah, I didn't do anything. I think I watched a film, had a long chat with Liam, and then washed my hair and went to bed. So I didn't do any reading, but not that we're surprised anyway. But yeah, hopefully I can catch up with a bit of reading and do some of that tonight. So I'm gonna go and find a place for these, see if I can fit them maybe on my TBR trolley, potentially. And yeah, I will hopefully speak to you later with some reading updates, because I do genuinely want to sit down and read. So let's go do that. I've just got home and I've managed to do a bit more reading on my lunch today of Long Live Evil by Sarah Rees Brennan. Sorry if you can hear my dog, she's just sniffing around. So I managed to read a bit more of this, not much. I'm up to chapter 12, which is page 134. I did post a quick Instagram story or Instagram post as well as a TikTok, and Sarah Rees Brennan follows me, which is incredible, and I just said this is going to be like the up and coming fantasy book this year that everyone should kind of watch out for, and she was like, a villainous laugh, I really hope so, which was really cool. So but I am still really enjoying this. I do have the weekend off, so hopefully I can read much more of this because it is taking me a very long time to get to this. I'm just over 100 pages in and it's took me like a week, so hopefully I can dedicate some really good time to reading, potentially finishing this. We'll see, we're not going to get our hopes up though. But in news of book mail, because we always seem to have book mail recently, I managed to get 3 parcels delivered at work, and then I also got a very exciting parcel that I bought that's not book related, but it's shoe related, and I thought we could still open it together. So we're going to open these first just because I'm most excited really about this, because these should be my new trainers that I ordered. So I did my gait analysis and they said that obviously I want to be walking on clouds, and these were the most comfortable ones that I found. So they didn't have the colour that I wanted, but I managed to find them online, and this is what they are. So they are the Asics Gel Nimbus 26, I want to say, in this really nice mint green colour. Now I tend to normally go for like a black colour for trainers, so they go with everything, but I really just wanted to stand out and just, yeah, so I thought I would give these a go, and I just absolutely love the colour. Like they are literally like walking on clouds. So I'm so excited to probably just wear these around the house until my feet are better. My ankles are somewhat better today. I've gone into the world of deep heat and it's the best thing ever, and I've kind of stopped putting it on for the past few hours and my ankles are really killing me, but I kind of don't want my body to get used to it. So I'm hoping I can just keep my feet up all evening, but I'm definitely going to be wearing these in, and then hopefully I can wear these at some point soon and get back into my running. But I just absolutely love the colour. I just think they are stunning and they're so comfortable. They're so like popular at the minute. A lot of people on TikTok are suggesting them and things like that, but it's actually popular for a reason. Like they are genuinely so comfortable. So I'm really excited to have a go at running in them, I suppose, because I don't know if I'm going to be running straight away first. I'll probably have to just do some walking and like interval training, I think, but I don't know how long I have to wait to start doing that, because I thought I was getting better this morning, but then this afternoon I'm like in so much pain, so we'll kind of see. But yeah, so that's the unbookish related stuff, and then we have the book stuff as well. So there is 2 from Pan Macmillan and then 1 from I don't know where, so we'll do the one from I don't know where first, I think, just because it's the odd one out and it's rather a large one, so I assume it's a hardback of some kind. No, it is a very chunky book. Oh, I do remember asking for this. So this is the Franz Kafka diaries. So this is obviously his diaries from when he was alive, and I just thought it would be really interesting to kind of read about his life. I haven't read any Franz Kafka book. I know, what's it called? Metamorphosis is very popular, and I do want to get to his books, but I thought that maybe this would be a good one to kind of start with, but I didn't realise how long it was. It's like 600 pages, over than that. So yeah, this is very intimidating, but it's a very cool book to add to my collection nonetheless. I think it's going to be one that I'll probably have to dip in and out of every now and then, but I forget Penguin. This is just for Penguin classes, so thank you Penguin for sending this to me. I'm excited to dive into it. This turned up at work the other week as well. I didn't think it was this one that I was getting because it's jungy, but yeah, a bit different, but I'm excited to add this to my collection. I don't think I'm going to be reading this anytime soon, but it's still a book for my collection, so I'm still happy. And then the other 2 books, again, they feel about the same, so we'll just open them randomly and see. So we have a paperback, which is The Burial Plot. Now, I already own this book, so I now have 2 copies, and I don't need 2 copies, so I don't really know what to do with that. But this is a historical fiction, I want to say. It's blurbed by Stacey Halls, and I'm pretty sure she writes historical fiction. And I liked it because of the cover. I think I said that in the first one. But again, I still don't really know what this is about, but I'm pretty sure I opened this in one of my vlogs at some point soon, because it's a book that I got recently. So we have this, which is exciting, but obviously not that exciting because it's not a new book. I already own the book, so maybe I can see about doing a giveaway or something, or see if a friend kind of wants it, because I don't necessarily need 2 books. And then this one is called Bonding by Mariel Franklin. This comes out in June, the 27th of June, and I don't really recognise the cover of this, but I mean, maybe, we'll see. So it says, adrift in her 30s, Mary sets out to change her life, one ill-advised decision at a time. It is a smart and painfully relatable book, and it is a uniquely modern story of sex and freedom in the messy tangle of our digital age. Sounds quite interesting. I'm assuming it's sounding very like literary fiction, sort of, coming of age, relatable sort of. So yeah, I'm excited to give this a go. I don't recognise the book, but again, excited to give it a go. So I'm pretty surprised because I didn't actually get a fantasy book in this. Normally I get at least one because fantasy is like the main genre, but these are the books that we've got. Very exciting. Definitely more excited about the shoes, I think, but nonetheless, I still appreciate all the books that I get. I'm still happy that I've got these for my collection, and I will get to it at some point in my life. So that's all that matters. So it is a Friday, so hopefully we are going to do probably pizza and a movie. We'll see what movie we end up choosing. And yeah, it's a very wet and miserable day right now, so I don't even think Nova's going to go out for a walk. I'll give her some thinky toys and stuff to kind of keep her occupied, but I think we're just going to chill out for the evening. I definitely don't want to be on my feet. I just want to rest my ankles as much as possible. So yeah, easy frozen pizza, a movie, and yeah, hopefully just a chilled evening. So I don't know how much I'm going to read tonight, if I am going to read it at all. Probably not, knowing me, but hopefully I do have the weekend off. So hopefully I can do some good reading over the weekend, and I do really want to finish Long Live Evil, so hopefully I can dedicate some time. We're playing badminton on Sunday, and I say we, not me. We're going with obviously Liam and his family, but I'm not going to be playing because obviously I'm not in the best situation, so I might be able to take my book with me and read that. That'd be quite cool, but I mean that's 2 days away, so I'll decide closer to the time. So yeah, I'm gonna go cook some dinner and speak to you probably tomorrow at some point with some reading updates. taking Nova out to the field, and as you would have seen, near where we take her, there's always this phone booth, and every like spring, summer, they add books to it, and I just thought it was such a cute idea, so I thought I'd have a browse, and there was actually some books that I actually quite liked and picked up. How many times can I say actually in a sentence? Dear God. But there was 2 books that I found that I thought I would pick up because they sounded quite interesting, so I thought I'd quickly show you them. So the first one is Patricia Highsmith's The Talented Mr. Ripley. This is being made into a Netflix series. I think it's already out. This is the movie cover. I'm not mad about this movie cover. It's not terrible. It's good, but it's not terrible. I'm not the biggest fan of movie covers, but I mean, it was in a free little library, so I thought I'd pick it up to see what it's like, because I've heard really good things. And then the other book I picked up is Really Good Actually, and this was the book of the month for Waterstones a couple months ago, and I do kind of know what it's about. It's just a funny story where I'm pretty sure the main character has just been divorced, so she's basically trying to find herself again, and it's just, you know, the highs and the lows, and you know, it's just a fun time. So I really wanted to give this a go, but I never got around to picking up the book, and again, it was free, so I thought I would pick it up and give it a go. So yeah, that is the quick little book haul that we got. It's very exciting, and we go every week, but obviously I work every other weekend, so I won't be able to go there until like 2 weeks time. But it just means that when I do go, I can have another look just to see if there's any new books there. There was actually some really good books there. You had Thieves Gambit, you had Powerless, you had the first Akatar book, and you know, there were some really good books there that I kind of looked at and gone, I don't know why people are giving these away, because they are very good books. But each to their own, so hopefully someone will find them and they'll have a really good home. So yeah, I've just ordered some takeout because I'm feeling really sorry for myself. My ankles are still hurting, and it's just one of those days. So I've got a Waggers coming on the way, so I'm just going to chill out with that soon and hopefully just pick up my book, because I haven't picked up my book yet today at all. So we might do some reading, we might just stick some crappy TV on, we shall see. So yeah, hopefully I will speak to you some point later today with any updates, but I don't know how likely that's actually going to be. Guys, happy Sunday. Now, I don't know what happened to me last night, but I was able to sit and listen to The Co-Worker by Frida McFadden, and I was actually able to finish it all in one sitting, which is just crazy. I haven't done that in such a long time. Now, I do think part of the reason was it because our neighbours were having a party, and they like to have a party quite late, and it got to a point where I was listening to this and I thought, oh, maybe I should stop and go to bed, and then I was like, well, I'm going to be up anyway until at least like midnight, because they just have no sense for anyone else. So I thought, well, I might as well just carry on, and I was able to actually finish listening to it. I did listen to it on like 3 times speed, but I quite like that with a thriller, because this, when you listen to it on like 1 time speed, it's too slow. So yeah, I was able to sit and finish this. It wasn't the book that I intended to finish over the weekend, but I still managed to finish a book, because I think this is like the only book I've actually finished this week, which is unlike me. So I'm kind of glad I did pick this up. So in this we are following Dawn. Now Dawn is just a bit weird. She's got an obsession with turtles, and she finds it very hard to make friends. Now her co-workers don't like her. She's just the oddball in the office, and they make it quite clear that they don't like her, but she doesn't get the social cues. Now she's very much has OCD. She has to do things by a certain time, and she's always at her desk by 8:45. Now this one random day, her co-worker Natalie comes in ready to say good morning to her to be polite, and she's not there. It's gone 8:45 and she's not at her desk, so Natalie instantly thinks there's something wrong. She speaks to another co-worker, and they don't really care. They just say she's probably running late or something. You know, you can't call the police or anything. She's just like 10 minutes late for work. She'll be here soon. So Natalie kind of just brushes it off and is like, yeah, okay, you know, maybe. And then the next thing you know, there's a phone call coming from Dawn's desk. So Natalie just naturally goes to pick it up, and the 2 words that are spoken through the phone are "help me," and Natalie is pretty sure that it's Dawn's voice. So it's then the search to basically find where Dawn is something happened to her? Is she missing? As you dig deeper and deeper, you kind of realise that Natalie and Dawn have much more in common than you first thought to believe, and there is a lot of twists and turns, like there always is with a Frida McFadden book, and I really had a fun time reading this. Now, Dawn was a very relatable character. She was the outsider. No one wanted to be friends with her. She just liked talking about turtles and no one else wanted to listen, and you just felt really sorry for her. And I definitely, you know, felt for her, because you can understand what it's like going into a room and no one wanting to talk to you and not being able to start a conversation. It's difficult and it's tough. So I did really like Dawn as a character, and that definitely helped with the plot and, you know, the character building and everything in this. Now, this wasn't my favourite Frida McFadden book, but it definitely wasn't her worst. All of the Frida McFadden books I've read, I've really enjoyed, and I did really enjoy this. I did give it 4 stars, I believe. So it wasn't like up there with like The Housemaid, which I absolutely adored, but then it still wasn't a bad book. I still really had a good time. I was able to sit and finish it in one sitting, so I mean, it must have been a good book. So yeah, I'm really happy that I picked this up. This is the first book off the TBR that I can just give a little bit of a tick to, because the Long Live Evil book that I'm reading isn't even on my TBR. I just wanted to pick that up for the sake of picking it up. So yeah, I do already have another audiobook lined up though, because I found Powerful by Lauren Roberts on my audiobook app, so I think that's going to be the next one that I potentially listen to. It's either going to be that or it's going to be the 7 Year Slip. I'm a bit undecided, but I do kind of want to pick up my audiobooks again, because I do read books quicker, and then I can read 2 books at the same time and hopefully knock out the TBR for May. So yeah, so 1 book off the TBR, so I am very happy with this. So the plans for today is that I need to do the food shop, because I didn't do it yesterday because I really couldn't be bothered. My ankles are still really killing me, so there's no way I'm doing badminton today, which kind of sucks because it is a really nice sunny day as well, but there's nothing I can do. So I need to do the food shop. We've got badminton later, so I'm hoping to take my book with me, Long Live Evil, so I can take that and read that while I'm there, while everyone's playing badminton. So that gives me a good hour to just sit and read uninterrupted, so I'm hoping I can do that. And then I think we've got a roast dinner tonight, like we tend to do on a Sunday. I weighed myself this morning because Sunday mornings is weigh-in, and since we've started trying to lose weight, I've managed to lose 6 pounds, which is pretty good. I am now under 9 stone, which I'm really happy with. So hopefully when I can start back running up again, we can build up some sort of muscle, because I feel weak. My ankles feel like if the wind blew, I would snap, which is horrible. But yeah, I'm really proud of myself that we managed to lose a bit of weight. So yeah, that's all the plans that I have today. So hopefully I can do a bit of reading later today. And yeah, so I'm gonna head off, make a cup of tea. Liam's in the shower, so I can have a quick cup of tea before we go out and do the food shop. And yeah, I will probably speak to you later with hopefully some reading updates, because I do really want to read a little bit more of Long Live Evil today. Just got back from badminton, and I did some really good reading actually. So I'm now up to chapter 21, which is page 238. So I read, I think, about 70 odd pages, but I'm now just over halfway. So I'm really proud of myself, because I thought with all the other noise and things like that that I might actually get a bit distracted, but I thought I read really well. So I'm really pleased, because it was a solid hour that I could just sit and read and not be interrupted or anything like that. So I'm probably not going to read any more for the rest of the day, just because I've got dinner to do, I need to wash my hair, try and just rest my foot a little bit, and I'll probably just scroll on TikTok like I always do. But I'm glad that I did read today. I haven't finished the book like I wanted to, but I'm over halfway, so I mean that's more of a dent, and then hopefully I can do some good reading for next week. We will definitely finish this next week, hopefully sooner in the week rather than later. So I think I am just going to sign off the vlog here, just because all I'm going to be doing is cooking dinner. Liam's going to watch the football, so we're not going to have a movie or anything later today. So I'm probably just going to do a bit of editing and maybe try and get an early night because I'm working tomorrow and tomorrow is bank holiday, so it might be a bit busy. So I just want to say a massive thank you for watching this vlog or for making it up to this point, the very end. If you have made it to the very end, leave a badminton emoji. I think that'd be pretty cool just to see who has and who hasn't kind of stuck around to the end, because I'm pretty sure this, again, the vlogs are becoming longer. I'm talking more, I'm adding more in, so hopefully this is okay. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you for commenting, for liking, for subscribing. Thank you for all that you do. We are so close to 900 subscribers. I never thought we would get this far, which means we're so close to 1,000 subscribers, and that's such a big milestone in general. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. It honestly means the world to me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.